shit changed, it ain't been a thing, man. I'ma switch lanes, I cannot complain.
This Smb Jay, artist of Self-Made Boss Records. We here with Martin Media Group in Cleveland at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards 2017.
We surviving, I refuse. Yeah, I always promise to stay true. I'm never planning just to lose. Way too blessed, I play my dude. I'm just saying one time for the one time. I'm like
It's supposed to get bigger through tomorrow.
I'ma go and get it to my last breath, and that's regardless.
All right, Jay, welcome to MMG TV, man. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Give our audience a little bit of your background, you know, where you coming from, how long you been rapping.
I'm from Dayton. I've been here since forever. I was born here. We moved to Columbus when I was real young, probably around 3 or 4. But we came back probably when I was like 5 or 6. I started rapping from my older cousins, older family member, and plus my parents. They all heavily influenced with R&B, soul, and rap music and stuff like that. So it's always been a part of me. And my mom is a big Tupac fan. So then I did my first song. My first song I did when I was probably like 11. It was called The Bugs Bunny Dance, inspired by my cousin, because I had seen him in and out of studios rapping. So yeah, it was cool.
Okay. The Bugs Bunny Dance, that was your first rhyme, huh?
Yeah, first fully written song.
Okay. Now, you remember any lines from the first one?
Nah, I just know the chorus a little bit. It was like, do the Bugs Bunny move, do the Bugs Bunny move, do the Bugs Bunny dance, do the Bugs Bunny dance. That's all I remember.
That's dope. Now, before you dropped the 007 project, but this upcoming project is 007 going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Basically telling like everything. It's like a collection of what I've been going through, what moves I've been making, insight to how I'm experiencing life in this time right now, age 22, going on 23. So yeah, it's basically, and there's a lot of things. It could be from business to learning new things, personal situation with people. So, you know, it's just a lot there.
Okay. Now, what was your writing process for this track? Did you write the rhymes first and then get the beats, or did you hear the beats and that kind of influenced the lyrics?
Mainly heard the beats. I mainly just heard the beats, and I always got to hear a chorus before I even do a verse. So I always sit down and work on the choruses, and they usually come to me easy, but in certain times, through every project, I always get a writer's block or something like that, to where I can't consistently make a track for like a week or 2, and then it's like I just catch fire, and I just be making song after song after song. So yeah.
Okay. Now, this is kind of part 2. Where did the title "Going Through It" come from? What influenced that?
Life, experiencing things. Like, I accomplished registering my business, the label, Self-Made Boss Record. Situations with people, and you know, success can do a lot of things. It can change for the better or change for the worse, and certain situations with certain people caused the title to be like that. And it was just real life.
Real life. Now, how many tracks is going to be on the new project?
I really don't want to tell it because it's kind of like a surprise, but I can give you an estimate around maybe 15.
Okay. Now, out of the tracks, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, right now the single is doing pretty good, Burn One. That's everybody is really connecting with that single. But I did put a different style on there. And it's a surprise track inspired by my mom. She told me, she was like, you need to get a dance track. And I was like, Mom, I don't make songs like bop to the right, bop to the left. Like, I don't make dance tracks. She like, nah, it's just something that you can groove to. So I'm definitely excited for everybody to hear that song. I think that's going to be one of my favorite tracks on there.
Okay, so it sounds like your mom has a lot of influence on you in the music. You talked about her earlier being a big Tupac fan, and then her, telling you need a dance track for the project. Talk a little bit about your mom and how she influences your music.
She definitely influenced my music because she pushed me to chase my dreams. It can get hard because a lot of people don't see rapping as a business or music period as a business, so it can get hard to stay on the journey and keep chasing your dream. And she always makes sure I'm focused. And like I said, they big R&B fans, soul music like Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, the old school. So I be hit to them too. So that's a big influence on my music, and it's always just been me and her. So yeah, she's definitely a heavy influence.
Okay. Now you mentioned the Self-Made Boss Records. Tell us a little bit about the label.
The label was inspired by one of the guys that signed to it, Kid Santana. Him, a guy named Boo Boo, and they at first they was in like a little group together, and they was calling themselves Self-Made Boss. I had got into it because at first I was in a group with my cousins and family members. It was called BBE, Boss Boys ENT, but we ended up coming together, and I ended up liking Self-Made Boss. I felt like it explained who I was and what type of individual I am as an entrepreneur. So I just came to it, and then we ended up, it was more like just a private thing, enclosed group thing. Like you had to know them to be with it, but I made it bigger, and basically Kid was like, man, you know what to do, so just take the green light and go with it. So I basically just put the team on my shoulders and went with it.
Okay. Now you spoke about those artists. Are those you all the only three signed to it currently, or?
Actually, right now it's just me and Kid Santana. Boo Boo, he's not really like a rapper. He's more of a sit back in the scenes and give us the inspiration and the confidence to do it. He more like but make sure you do your thing type person. So yeah, so he definitely an influence to Kid Santana.
That's what's up. Now, I recently saw on your Instagram that you're currently in the midst of a tour. You done did some dates and got a couple dates coming up. When people come and see you perform, what can they expect?
They can expect me. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. So and it's an art to performing, like it's an art to making music. Cause when I first started, it sounded like I was reading on the paper, but now I'm more fluent with it. But with the tour, you can definitely, like with me performing, you definitely can expect the energy, the high energy, and you gonna hear me. Like usually when I'm out there performing, even people who don't know who I am, they always just stop and listen to what I'm saying, and that always make me feel good. So you definitely can expect the energy, and I always come ready to hear something new and something positive and something that's gonna help you and inspire you to live the lifestyle you always wanted to live.
Now, I saw with the tour you've been through Ohio, and you got some dates coming up and a show coming up in Miami. What do you enjoy most about touring?
Meeting the new people, because a lot of people got stories. I like to hear stories. That's what I like to put into music, is telling stories. So somebody somewhere gonna relate to what you're saying and what's there, what content you putting out. So hearing people's stories, meeting new people, networking, hearing other artists' stories mainly. Yeah, definitely. But the drive, that's the only drag about the tour, is the drive. So yeah, but other than that, it's pretty cool.
That's what's up. Now you dropping this new project. You got the label. What all do you feel that you and Self-Made Boss Records are bringing to the rap game, and what are you looking to get out of it?
Inspiration, I really want, but the goal, as with the label and everything, we trying to really bring something, a different sound, like different creativity, different type of music, different type of vibes. So that's really what we trying to go towards in the future. And we trying to, like I told my dudes, I'm like, I was in the studio with this engineer one time. I had to be about maybe 14, and my cousin, he was rapping. He was talking about guns and stuff like that. And the guy, he was like, man, you got a 9 on you right now? He was like, nah. And he was like, so why you talking about it? And I just took that to heart with my music. And I was like, I'm not gonna talk about nothing I don't do. So that's what I really respect about other artists' music and my music, because you don't want to put a false image out there for the young kids coming up, because those who I touch the most when I feel like I'm performing, because it's young kids that come up to me like, are you famous yet? And I be like, nah, not yet. But yeah, so I always want to leave a positive message to them to help them be who they want to be, despite what everybody got to say about them. So
that's cool. You're standing out from all the rest. Now, how can people get in contact with you, and most importantly, where can they go to hear your music?
You can get in contact with me. You can book me, email me at SMBJ, SMBJay@yahoo.com. Or you can hit the label's email at smbrecordsllc@yahoo.com. You can search me on YouTube, Facebook, look me up, either SMBJ or JayEs, YATES, and so definitely on SoundCloud as SMBJ, SMBJay. Instagram and Twitter, just search up, on Instagram, search up smb.j, Twitter, SMB_J. So
now, you have any closing thought for the people watching?
Nowadays they lurking, a raw all tinted boy looking like I'm serving. I just need some privacy while smoking on this broccoli. I think that I'm a prodigy, no time to hear your fallacies. Descriptions opinionated, not worry, I'm melanated. A child in the sun, nigga.